guys, what's up? And today we're going to talk about the books that are going to self-destruct in 12 months. So I got this idea from Becca in the Books. I recently saw a video in which she reacted to a video she made 12 months ago on the books that will self-destruct in 12 months. And so I thought that was a good idea because I have a lot of books on this shelf and the one in my closet that I have not read and that I've had for years. I'm talking about 5 to about 7 years. Some of these books have been on my shelf. So they either need to be read and either unhauled if I do not enjoy them, or DNF them, or they just need to be unhauled. So here we go. We have about 11 books. I did have 10, and then I was looking through my shelves again and I saw this one and I was like, this one has been here way too damn long. So I need to read it in 12 months from now or it's gotta go. So these are the 11 books. The first book on this list is The Magician's Lie by Greer McAllister. I cannot tell you what this is about. I have picked this up on multiple occasions and have read about 2 pages of it, but just really haven't gotten into it. I don't know what this is about. Okay, this actually sounds very interesting. This is about a woman who is a magician, and she pulls off this trick of cutting a man in half, and one night it goes very wrong. So most of the story is taking place in a police station where she has to explain herself, and she has to somehow get herself out of custody. So it kind of sounds quite interesting, so I hope I pick this up within 12 months. If not, well, I'm gonna have to unhaul it. The next book, this is the book that whenever I was going through my shelves again, I had to pick up because this has legit been on my shelf for probably 7 years. So bad. And it is World War Z by Max Brooks. Dude, I watched the movie. I love the fucking movie. But this book is apparently not like the movie. I don't know. Someone said it's not written in a story-ish form. It's a survival guide. But then this one also says it's the oral history of the zombie war, so I have no damn clue. This is probably something that I will listen to on audiobook just because I don't think I could read it physically. Which sounds terrible, maybe I should just unhaul it, but I really want to see what it's like because the movie was so good. But like, every time I try and pick this up, I'm just like, no, I'll read it later. So I just need to figure out when I'm going to listen to this damn audiobook. The next book is also a book that's been on my shelves for probably close to 7 years. And it is Virals by Kathy Reeks. And I think she's the one who writes Bones. I don't know if this is considered in the Bones series. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure she's the one who writes the Bones series. I've never read one of those. Love the show. And I picked it up because I love forensics. I find it so fascinating. But I don't know. Apparently it has fantasy within it as well, and we know I'm not a huge fan of fantasy, but I am going to try and give it a try. I never tried to read this, and yeah. I can't tell you what it's about. I don't know. It's about forensics. So this is actually kind of Pretty Bones because the girl in this is the niece. Yeah. The niece of Tempe Brennan, who is the Bones person. So I have no clue. I should probably read it, but yeah, we'll see. The next book is Tell the Wind and Fire by Sarah Reese Brennan. I've tried to read this several times, but like, I just can't get into it. So it kind of reminds me a little bit of A Thousandth Floor, or The Thousandth Floor, whichever one it is. But I never got into that one very much either. I have it, and I still haven't read it. obviously. I don't know. I think this is going to be kind of a deadly Gossip Girl, maybe? I don't know. I just, like, whenever I read these synopses of these books, I want to read them. And then I'm like, I never end up reading them. I have a TBR that I've read 2 books from this month. So there's that. I just don't know what I want to read currently. The next book has also been on my shelves for, dude, I don't even know. I have no clue how long this book has been on here. Probably about the same as World War Z. Probably even picked them up at the same time. Anyway, the next book is Forbidden by Tabitha Suzuma. Literally the only thing holding me back from reading this is the incest part. So this book is literally about an incest relationship, so I just, like, it sounds interesting, but incest just weirds me out. It makes me uncomfortable. Which is a bad yes, because you should not marry your cousins or your brother or sister. So I shouldn't be offending anyone. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm ever going to read this. This may end up in the unhaul one day before 12 months because I may attempt to read it and just feel way too uncomfortable. People say it's pretty good, but I just can't. I don't know. Hopefully I'll get to it. Comment down below if this is something that you really enjoyed so I can make myself pick it up if it's something that's really, really good. The next book is a book that I've started. I'm about 20 pages in, and I've just had it on my shelf for a long time. It's a philosophical book, so I don't know. I just don't know if I'm ever going to fully get into it just because it's a lot to handle. But hopefully I will. It's also on my 2020 TBR. But if I don't read it by next March, then next April? I'm filming this in March, so it's next April. Then I'm just going to have to say goodbye to it because I know if I don't read it by then, I'm never going to read it. And it is Sophies World by Justine Garter. I really don't know what this is about. I know she's trying to figure out life, and I assume that's what the whole book is about. But from the pages I have read, it's very interesting. So hopefully I'll be able to fit this on one of my TBRs and hopefully read it before next April. The next book is Still Alice by Lisa Genova. This is a book that's been on my shelf for quite a while. I think she has Alzheimer's. I know there's a movie. I haven't watched the movie because I want to read the book before. And I don't know why I haven't picked it up yet. It sounds so interesting and I feel like I'll just fly through it. I know it's going to be heartbreaking. I just don't know why I haven't picked it up. I really, really just need to sit down and read it, because I'm pretty sure I could read this in one sitting. The next book is Bridget Clay by Marcus Zuzak. I have also started this book. I took the bookmark out because it's been that long. But this one has, that was very loud. But this one has had iffy reviews. And I think that's why. But it's also very, very slow at the beginning, so I have no clue. There's not that many words on each page, so I don't think it would take me as long as I think it will. I think I'm also quite intimidated by it because I read The Book Thief in like 2 days, so I feel like I need to do that with this because it's another Marcus Zuzak book, but this one's such a slower pace than that. Like, The Book Thief starts off right at the beginning. This one seemed to take a while to get into. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully I'll get to it because I love Marcus Zuzak, but this is just not the same as his other stuff. So we'll see. The next one is A Separate Piece by John Knowles. This is a book that I think the year below me when I was in high school read, and people said it was kind of good, which says a lot about high schoolers enjoying the books that they're reading, because I know for me, I barely enjoyed any of the books that I've read. I think from high school, I think 3 of them I enjoyed. But someone said that it was super good, and I haven't had it too long. I probably had it about 2 years, I think, which is not too long. But compared to some of these other books, it's not too long. So, yeah, not really sure what this is about. I don't know. Comment down below if you have any thoughts about this one. The next book is Hate List by Jennifer Brown. I think the reason that I have not read this yet is because of the reviews. They're very iffy. Most people do not like it. And I don't know. I like books that take place in high school. So these people make a hate list, and those people are the target of the shooting. And then the last book on this list is Before We Go Extinct by Karen Rivers. And I have attempted to read this book. This is also quite a short book. It's 252 pages. So this is a book about Sharky, who he has witnessed the death of his best friend that maybe was accidental. Just trying to get through life now and see the world differently. I don't know. I may pick this up soon, hopefully, just to see what it's about. So hopefully I get to those books within the next year. So hopefully by April of 2021, I have read all 11 of those books, or I'll unhaul them, and I'll do a reaction video like Becca and the Books did, so that we can see if I've actually read them. Obviously, if I read them this year or anytime before April, you'll see them in my wrap-ups. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.